I saw something this evening on social media. And then it's very funny. It's very funny that pastors are just some pastors. Not every pastors. Sometimes when you become a pastor and you don't get a strict and a sound doctrine, you don't study very well and know the precept and the principle and the status of God, you can come out and say anything you want to say. Just because people are following you, you start misleading a lot of people into a lot of things that sometimes we can't even explain. How can a pastor tell his member that I am your father, that you are not supposed to marry a man you have not slept with? That you are not supposed to marry a man you have not slept with. In the other way around, he was telling the lady that I am your father, that I'm bringing this vow that before you marry, you sleep with the man. Before you marry, he said before now that it is said that you people made a vow that you will not sleep with a man that is not your husband. He said that he's canceling that vow. That before you marry, you are free to sleep with the man before you marry the man. How can this kind of doctrine enter church? How did this kind of doctrine enter? How did it come in? See how devil is gradually sweeping into the church, entering into the church like in a broad daylight. A pastor, a so-called pastor, will educate her members to sleep with people before they marry them. So that simply means if you sleep with Mr. A and afterwards he's not your husband, you can sleep with Mr. B, and then afterward, if he's not your husband, you can sleep, or maybe after sleeping, maybe the person didn't handle you well. You say, no, this one is not my husband. Then you go to another person, you sleep with the person, and one thing lead to another, and he's not your husband again. Then you just be sleeping around in the name you want to get married, just because of the message that a so-called pastor is preaching from the pulpit. Man, who did this to the church? The devil is sweeping into the church. The devil is entering the church. And some pastors are giving this devil audacity. They are giving this devil opportunity to enter the church. Somebody will just wake up in the morning and decide to start teaching nonsense. Something that Lucifer is concatenating into their minds. This is shame to some churches. It is a very big shame to some churches that a pastor will tell a member you are free to sleep with anybody you want to sleep as long as you want to marry the person. What kind of nonsense teaching is this? Man, this is very hard, and our fathers in faith has to start talking, because some churches and some guys and some girls, some ladies, they like this kind of message. Some of them that the devil has already gotten already. When this message comes from altars, they begin to hail, they begin to follow, they begin to like, and these things are gradually destroying the church, destroying the members. Even those that just gave their life to Christ, they don't know what to believe again. All of them are looking from left to right, moving to where they don't even understand they are going to, because some pastors are misleading them. This is shame to some pastors. Man, this is very bad, and we need to work on this very fast. This kind of doctrine should not enter church, and every member, every so-called Christian must be serious with God. If not so, this present day generation will sweep many Christians into hell before Christ will come.